What's going on, everybody? Solyaker here. And do you remember this guy? Mr. Bunker. No, don't do this because you don't even deserve to friggin' salute.
Well, that's not nice.
Well, I'm just saying, if you swore to defend my oath or my right, then you would not salute and say what I do is stupid.
You know.
Yeah, well, he told me about an arrest that he had back in Scientology, you know, and well, guess what? I found some videos and we're gonna show him and we're gonna see how stupid he is about what he did. So don't forget, hit that like, share, and the subscribe button. There will be links to all these videos in the description below. So if you want to see any of these videos, links are in the description. And Mr. Bunker, you're stupid. Solyaker, deuces.
I've been arrested.
Have you?
Yeah. I was arrested in Chicago back in 2000.
Okay.
For supposedly trespassing at the Church of Scientology.
Here's what I'm going to ask you. It is against the law for you guys to block the driveway. And what you're doing right now is blocking the driveway.
Well,
you told us to stand here.
Walk across.
Relax.
And
I'm going. They already came out here and they already asked you to leave the area and to not block the driveway. I'm going to give you a chance to leave the area. Will you comply?
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Will we leave this area?
Will you leave and not block the driveway?
We won't block the driveway, but we
will
won't
walk
leave.
across it.
Okay. So you are agreeing to not block the driveway.
Yes.
You are going to leave.
Yes, but we will just walk backwards and cross it.
Well, what do you mean by leave?
Yeah.
Are you saying
I need you to leave the driveways and not block the ingress or egress of any of these driveways.
Oh, we never do.
Okay.
But we
can't have you crossing the driveways and blocking any of the ingress or egress.
We don't.
Okay.
The only people blocking egress and ingress are you, and you're allowed.
Okay.
No.
So are we all in
Yes, yes.
Not necessarily.
So
are you walking backwards and forwards?
Time out.
Uh-huh.
What did we just agree to?
We will not block egress and ingress.
Okay, and I can't have you guys walking in front of their driveways.
Well, you better take that up with the deputy sheriff.
If there's no cars,
Because the deputy sheriff.
Are you saying,
Mr.
sir, that
LeBon,
you will not comply?
I'm saying that
we will
you're
not
entitled to walk
back and forth.
We have been told by the board of supervisors.
I'm asking you to comply with the law and not block their driveway.
Exactly.
We're
we
not.
Never do.
Okay. Are you willing to comply with that and not block and not walk in front of their driveway?
No, we're willing.
Get from that side of the street to that side of the street without walking across here.
Okay. So that means you have to pick one side or the other, sir.
I think it's time.
No.
Okay.
We're not blocking egress and ingress.
Are you willing to comply?
I am willing to comply with the law.
Okay, then I need you to move, sir. I need you to move at this point in time, or else you'll be in violation of that law.
1519.
Yes, sir.
What's your number? Morales?
Because we're blocking.
Okay,
this is contrary.
Does everybody understand?
This is contrary to what your department at the highest levels has said.
Does everybody understand what we're agreeing to?
No.
Okay.
We don't block.
Then I need you to move off and not block the driveway. I need you to put the camera down. You're gonna put it.
What?
You're under arrest.
Trespassing.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Turn it off. Okay. I'm asking you to comply now. Just come on back up here.
But you're putting me under arrest for trespassing.
Yes, come on back this way.
Why am I? This is public property.
I'm his attorney.
Come with me.
I'm his attorney.
Can I give this to the other?
Why are you trying to take his camera?
They're arresting him for trespassing. Scientology is a cult! Scientology keeps slaves!
Who made this citizen's arrest?
Catherine Frazier.
Was that on here? This was a citizen's arrest.
It might say he's on one now.
That's what I understand. This wasn't any of our doing. This was a citizen's arrest. We're mandated by law.
Yeah, you kind of visit
Yeah. As soon as somebody makes citizen's arrest, we have to take them. Here's what I'm going to ask you. It is against the law for you guys to block the driveway, and what you're doing right now is blocking the driveway. So, well, that's what I explained to.
Is her name on here somewhere?
No, sir. This is us releasing you with your promise to appear in court. Okay. So the sheriff's department wasn't the one that arrested you. We had to take you because you were under arrest by a citizen.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
So that's why you were here, and that's why we're giving you a citation.
I recently traveled to Clearwater, Florida to shoot footage for my feature documentary on Scientology. This is the Fort Harrison Hotel. This is where Lisa McPherson was held against her will for the last 17 days of her life.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
And it turned out to be this woman, Lisa McPherson, who was in Scientology for, I think it was 17 years, something like that. She was a devoted member of Scientology. She had left her small town in Texas to come to Clearwater. So her whole world, Lisa's whole world was revolving around Scientology. And she had a psychotic break. She was driving down the road in Clearwater and had a minor car accident, just a little fender bender. And the paramedics came to the scene of this accident, and Lisa had taken off all of her clothing and was walking down the street naked. So Lisa was taken to the nearest hospital, the Morton Plant Hospital, which is just a few blocks away from the Fort Harrison Hotel. And she was checked into the hospital and into the psychiatric ward. And within an hour, 10 Scientologists, including Bonetta Slaughter, showed up at the hospital and talked to Lisa and talked her into signing herself out. And the Scientologist, the doctors weren't happy about this, but Lisa had said, yeah, I want to go with my friends. So Lisa was taken back to the Fort Harrison Hotel. And she was put on what they call baby watch, L. Ron Hubbard's introspection rundown, which is his theory of how to deal with somebody who is a PTS type 3, a potential trouble source type 3 is how Hubbard referred to it. It's someone who's suffering a psychotic break. Hubbard said that they should be isolated. No one should talk to them. They should be in a peaceful, quiet setting to help them, come out of this psychosis until they're ready and well enough to be audited and solve the basic problem that's causing their trouble. And every day they would keep logs of Lisa's behavior, and it's clear that she's becoming increasingly more deluded, more lost as the days go by. They're force-feeding her medicine with a turkey baster. She's speaking, she's saying that she's L. Ron Hubbard, that she's smearing her feces on the wall. I mean, it's horrible. And she was held there against her will for 17 days. On the last day, she's in horrible condition. And rather than call an ambulance, the Scientologists decide to throw her in a van and drive her to the hospital. But they don't go to the Morton Plant Hospital, which is just a couple blocks away. In fact, they pass several hospitals to go a great distance to, I think it was Port Richey Hospital, where there was a Scientologist doctor on call. And they brought her into that hospital, and she was dead on arrival. And the doctor was just appalled, saying, how could you bring her here like this?
It's stupid. It's stupid.
One of the first things I did is I had to go down and interrogate everybody who participated in the Lisa McPherson matter. And Mark, a great deal of them didn't even speak English. I had to have translators, okay? Because Flag had created, being the way Scientology has been corporatized, just like corporate America, they have shipped in people from third world countries, from Central America and South America and Mexico, who handle almost all of their maid services for their public in their hotels, almost all of their catering service, almost all of their kitchen labor and all that matter. And they had people like that being on the watch. They didn't know anything about Scientology. They didn't know anything about mental health. They didn't even know how to speak the language, okay? And I don't know if it was the majority, but a lot of the people that I had to interrogate. In fact, the woman that they said had doctor credentials, Janice Johnson was one of them. There was another woman, Laura Arnuda, and she didn't speak a lick of English. And yet they were resting their laurels on the fact that we had a doctor who couldn't really even speak to Lisa, nor speak to the other people that were involved there without somebody translating for her. So, yeah, no, there absolutely was no qualifications for any of this. I mean, you know, we had to find out from the St. Pete Times 3 years into the case that the doctor, who was supposed to be the attending doctor, Janice Johnson, had let her license lapse after she'd been busted by the Arizona Board of Medicine for taking the painkillers that she was supposed to be an expert in administering.
This is the Fort Harrison Hotel. This is where Lisa McPherson was held against her will for the last 17 days of her life.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Apparently we got a complaint. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
We got a complaint, Mark Funker.
Yeah.
That apparently they have an injunction against my sergeant here. I'm going to go investigate it in the system and see if there is anything on file. So.
Very good.
Okay, I'll be right
Thanks.
back. The area, it's your right to be out here and videotape all you want. But with that said, obviously we want to keep things civil.
Well, I was just leaving now.
Right.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Everything was civil.
Yeah, and they said the same thing.
Right.
But,
we're just shooting some footage for the film.
I told them the same thing, for them to avoid you and you to avoid them as much as possible. I mean, you have the right to free speech and all, but obviously we don't want to harass or bother anybody in the process.
Fair enough.
It's stupid. It's stupid.